Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are taking a look at the Veterans Benefits Administration reporting website and seeing what kind of data that provides to all of us as veterans and as veteran caretakers. So right now we're on benefits.va.gov. That's the website that we're on. And we're going to go over here to the left, and there's a little section called VBA Performance. We're going to go down to VBA Performance, and then we're going to go to that home page first. So we're going to click on VBA Performance, and you'll see right away there's a little slideshow of all this different stuff at the top. They've got VB Performance and Analytics, Inventory and Backlog, Characteristics of Claims, Review Our Performance, all of this, and it seems like, okay, well, this could be helpful or couldn't be helpful. There's actually a lot here that is very helpful, and we're going to get into some of that today. So let's just take our first look real quick at characteristics of claims. We're going to discover the characteristics of claims, and you're going to see total pending claims, the time era that they're from, total backlog claims, the time era that they're from. What you'll notice is that they match a whole lot. This is very, very close. Post 9/11 take up 45% of the inventory and 43% of the inventory, depending on you're talking about total pending and then total backlogged, right? So it just shows you which demographic of veteran, which era of veteran is doing most of the claiming right now. It's really interesting to me that peacetime, the end of Vietnam to the Gulf War, is taking up more than Vietnam. And I think the reason behind that is that there's less and less Vietnam War veterans that are around still, quite honestly. So I just thought that was a little interesting little, statistic to look at. They talk about supplemental claims, contentions, claims complexity. Claims complexity, there's been a 200% increase over the last 10 years in original claims containing 8 or more specific issues and, or contentions. And that just means it's going to take longer to get through it. So, a little bit at the bottom here, supplemental claims. This is important to know as well, because I think a lot of people are filing supplemental claims. 63% of pending claims are supplemental. 37% are original. 63% of the pending claims are supplemental claims. So veterans have already gotten one service disconnected, one service disability connected, and now they're, adding those supplemental issues on top of it. And that's more than half of the claims out there that are pending. That's a pretty big statistic. 81% of veterans filing supplemental claims are receiving some level of monetary benefit from VBA. That only half makes sense to me. So the ones filing supplemental claims, I don't see how you can file a supplement. Well, okay. 81% of veterans filing supplemental claims are receiving some level of monetary benefit from the VBA. So you may be thinking, well, if you're service connected for a disability and you're filing a supplemental, shouldn't that be 100%? Not necessarily. Because you can file for an original claim and be 0% rated, receive no compensation, and then still stack a supplemental on top of that if it's all connected and provable, right? So 81% are getting at least 10%, and the other 19, I assume, 18.5, 19, are probably getting 0%. They've got a 0% claim out there and they're adding a supplemental on top of it. 10% of veterans filing supplemental claims already have 100% disability, or they qualify for the IU and are compensated with 100% disabled rate. Now, I have my own opinion about this, but if you're filing a supplemental claim and you already have 100% disability, if it's permanent and total and you're 100%, you don't need to file those claims anymore, honestly. You need to get in and get seen by, the healthcare, just to make sure that you're being taken care of. But, leave your comments below. We'll talk about that. 48% of veterans filing supplemental claims are already rated at 50% disability or higher. So almost half of veterans that are filing supplementals are already rated at half. Add that to the fact that 81% are receiving some level of monetary benefit, that second bullet point there. So 34% of supplemental claims are from Vietnam veterans. 26 are from veterans of Iraq and Afghanistan. So a lot of these supplementals are coming from Vietnam era veterans because all their symptoms are starting to get worse and worse and worse as they age. All right, so let's go back up to the top here. We're going to go over to the left now. We're going to go to the Monday morning workload report. This is really important. This is the part where you get some real solid, good data out of this. So, detailed claims data. This is how Veterans Benefit Administration is performing. What is their claims inventory? The total number of pending claims as of the 8th is 963,000, real close to 1 million. Those that are considered backlog, which means they have been pending for more than 125 days since receipt, right? That's 287 or 278,921 or 929 out of that 963,000. 3-level issue level accuracy. These are really important things to know as a veteran. Measures the accuracy of individual medical issues contained within a compensation claim based on a 3-month average. Are you claiming the right thing? Do you have the diagnosis? Do you have the service connection? If all of that is together, your accuracy level should be 100%. If it's not all together, it's going to be less. What's encouraging to me is that 90% are actually very, they're accurate. And so that's on the 3-month, and on the 12-month accuracy, it's 92, almost 93%. So that's good news as well. The 3-month claim-based accuracy is interesting. It's determined by dividing the total number of cases that are error-free by the total number of cases that were reviewed from the prior 3 months. So how many are error-free divided by the number of cases totally reviewed from the prior 3 months? And that says 76%. And that's an interesting little statistic. I don't know that it means much to me. Then they've got a 12-month for that as well. Here is a really big deal. Average days to complete a claim. This is called backlog, right? What's the VA backlog for claims? Well, for fully developed claims, right, 155.1 days. For non-fully developed claims, 152.7 days. And you may be asking, why is it less for the non-FDCs? I think because a lot of those, once they get around to them, maybe as simple as looking at it and saying, nope, no service connection, nope, no medical records, nope, no diagnosis. All the things that, I tell you that we need to absolutely have. So those are some interesting stats. Now I'm going to go up here, and over on this right-hand side over here, you'll see this deal. This is called the Monday Morning Workload Report. And the Monday Morning Workload Report really gives me a quick snapshot, and I'm going to show you what I mean by quick snapshot here. This is the Monday Morning Workload Report, reporting through June 8th, 2024. And I want to highlight this row right here. This is the row that I really, really care about. All the rest of it is nice to know. There's some interesting supplemental stuff down here. There's all kinds of different details that you can get into. But if you're looking for overall CMP rating bundle total, how many are pending? 963,774. How many are pending past 125 days? And then what's the percentage, right? The percentage is the key for me. There's 28.9% of all claims have been sitting out there for more than 125 days. It's actually a smaller number than I thought it would be. So it's a little impressive to me that they're that low, quite honestly. So I expected it more in the 35 to 38 range, but the fact that it's at 28 tells me that we may be gaining some velocity. I'm not sure. We can go back. The nice thing about this is that I look at that and I go, okay, well, what's our velocity from our other, view of the claims inventory? How has that changed? We can click on that. We can go back in here and see that, man, July of 2017, we were underneath 400,000. We were under 400,000 in claims inventory. And then we skyrocketed in 22. And a lot of the reason we skyrocketed was right here was because of the PACT Act, right? PACT Act brought in a lot more things and boom, we got major overloaded. I think we're about to start leveling back out, and I believe we're going to be under 800,000 probably in 2024, maybe early 2025, but we should be back down to the 800,000 or less. Anyways, I wanted to show you that these reports are, there's some substantial information here that you can look at. And I think it's important for veterans to have this at their disposal. So make sure you go to benefits.va.gov, go over to the left, go to VBA Performance, and you'll see all of these different head titles right here. Go check them out. Keep each other safe. Thanks for watching my video. I appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe, share this with your friends. All of these things, add a comment. All these things help us get word out to other veterans of all this information that is useful to them. So I don't make money on this. I don't sell anything. I'm not trying to make this my living. I've got a full-time job. I just want veterans to get more information. All right, thanks. Take care, everybody.